Hello there and welcome to our channel, Rob and Ali, Cruise and Travel.
And we have our special guest with us today.
Yes, we have
our doggies, Ruby and Toby.
doggies here. Oh. Okay, so today we are going to do another quick 10 tips for, not 10 tips, no, 10...
Yeah, not 10 tips, just 10 things that we take on cruises.
Just to make life more comfortable and
Can't get much more snappier title than that, can you?
Yeah.
10 things that we take on our cruises.
to make life more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, I'm sure everybody takes a first aid kit. Do you want to just take the first aid
They
kit?
do. Now, what happened is Judith Linnett replied to our last one and said that she always takes, well, especially at the moment, she takes a COVID kit, and it got us to thinking, yeah, we do too, but we actually take it, we take a full first aid kit. We always take one with us, but because some things we just sort of forget to mention because they're just sort of automatic, you know what I mean?
We've just taken them for years.
You don't need to think about it.
And because the doctor on board the cruise ship, the medical centre, that can be very expensive. So for simple things that you can cure yourself, just bear in mind some good things to take would be your what's the diarrhea tablets?
The Imodium.
Imodium for anti-diarrhea tablets.
Yeah. Band-aids, ibuprofen,
travel
Panadol.
Sickness.
Panadol.
Even if you don't think that you're going to suffer from travel sickness, because the cruise ships are quite big and have
they're stabilisers. Yeah,
take them.
Yeah.
Take them. What was the other thing? So we have some Lemsips for colds and flu. We always take.
Hydralite.
Yeah, your painkillers, the usual stuff. So just a little bit more than just your, excuse me, your plasters.
You can probably get these from. Actually, you can get these from the essential shop quite often, but you pay top dollar for them. So throw them in a bag, take them with you. There's your first aid kit. Yeah. Away we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Next thing was, now this is something we've taken for years, not just on cruises. This is something we've always taken on holidays for years and years and years.
Particularly on cruises though, because there's always been viruses going around on cruises, norovirus, when people, it's not good, affects the tummy.
So your Glen 20, or this is just the Glen 20 one, the disinfectant wipes. That you can get these in these little packs, so you don't have to take your whole kind of household pack. If you think that in your cabin, although your cabins are always spotless, they may have had people in them that have been, what do you call it? I was going to say hibernating.
No.
What's another word? What do they
I don't know, I just might have been confined to the cabin.
Confined? They've been hibernating. They've been confined to cabin because they've got COVID or some other sickness. And there's things like the remote control.
Well, they might just have colds or flus and you don't want to catch them. So
there'll be various things that the cabin staff will not have had time to wipe down. So it's not being obsessive, but things like the hairdryer, the remote control, those sort of things that will have been touched a lot.
Air conditioning switches.
Yeah. And then obviously your little sanitizer to take.
Yeah.
One tip that we always say to people is, will you stop pressing the lift buttons? Use your elbow, use a knuckle. You are just going to run into trouble so quickly.
Yeah. And these wipes are great on handrails as well.
Handrails,
we don't like touching handrails, but if you've got some of these wipes or anything that's going to avoid the contact, one of these on your hand, on a handrail, walk down, and you're going to avoid catching those diseases. Not diseases. You're going to avoid catching viruses. That's the word you're talking about. Viruses, yeah. So,
and the next thing is, take a plug-in light. Some people recommend taking in the ones that are motion, the sensor ones. To be honest, I would just say take one that just stays on.
If you're in an inside cabin, it is dark, always. Yeah. No exceptions.
If you haven't cruised before, you would be surprised that it is completely pitch black.
Yeah. If you need to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you don't want to be switching main lights on and waking everybody up. So night lights are great. Plug-in night lights are great, but I can't help thinking that there has to be a cheaper alternative. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, put a towel in the door of the bathroom and just leave the light on in the bathroom. Does the trick.
There you go.
When we go out on the trips and things, and we've done things like the rubber rings down the rapids, and we've done the canoeing and kayaking and that kind of stuff. So I like to pack these bags. So these are waterproof bags. I have 2 sizes. We always take reef shoes.
Reef shoes, it's not on this list, but if you're going to do anything on beaches, especially where there's coral reefs, because they are sharp as anything.
Yeah.
Reef shoes, you can pick them up for about $10 from Kmart or Target or anything like that, and they'll save your feet.
Even if you're just going to go swimming, the sand is so hot to get from your where you're sitting to the water's edge, you'll burn your feet. So we always take reef shoes.
So consider that to be a bonus, because we had 10, but that's a bonus one.
That's a 10 and a bit. So we put the wet ones in here in these little bags. And then we put our towels and cozies in the bigger one, and then they then go into our day bag. Keeps everything nice and dry. These will fold down to nothing. These are waterproof bags. You can get them on Amazon, Catch, eBay, those kind of things. They fold down to about this. Really light, really worth it. Save all the inside of the bags from
these look
sand.
expensive. They're probably not expensive, but again, there's got to be a cheaper alternative, surely.
I always do pack I don't know why I pack them, but for wet things and bits and pieces.
Because they're disposable. If they get really bad.
It is. I'm a cuber. I have everything in cubes and bags. I just like things to be nice and neat, and I don't like things to leak.
We do try to do our bit for sustainability for the environment where we can, which is why we use these, because we can reuse and reuse and reuse. But there are occasions when we just,
But if you don't want to invest in those waterproof bags for your costumes and wet things, you can get these. Now these are jumbo storage bags. I get these from Woolworths. You get 8 for about $2.50 or something, nothing. Really strong. They have the snap top, like your sandwich bag, only bigger. Yeah. And then there's these. These are also from Hercules.
Yeah, a few sandwiches in that though, wouldn't you?
There, look at that. Nice and tough, nice and strong with the zip bag. They're just worth taking for stuff. And also, for things like your aloe vera and your sun creams, things like that. I always put everything in these little zip bags because, as I say, I don't like things ruining the inside of bags and leaking in it and sticky and stuff. So, okay, you are sharing a cabin, likely sharing a cabin with somebody. So, even though you may love them to death, there's nothing worse than going into the bathroom after somebody else has been in there. And there are
lots of things that are worse than that.
You haven't been in after yourself, so you don't know.
Anyway.
So, yes, if you have to go in after Robert, or if you're a family and there's like 4 of you having to use the same bathroom.
It's a toilet.
Yes.
I think we all get the picture.
There's no windows, so
what do you do about it?
You need to have an odour neutraliser. Do not get an air freshener. They don't do the same thing. An odour neutraliser eats up the odour, doesn't just mask it. Don't get the aerosol with the propellants in it. It just, in a confined space like that, it'll just make everybody sneeze and everybody's life a misery. You need to get the one that's a liquid that's just a pump action. Brilliant.
Better for the environment too.
It is so much better for the environment. Water bottle. I don't need to tell you to take a water bottle. Everybody will always take one. But,
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, if you don't, take one. If you're going to go off the ship, if you're going to go out for a day trip.
Saves you buying the water.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to queue up for those tenders, and the tenders themselves can sometimes take 30 to 40 minutes. And that's a long time to be waiting without any liquids to drink in the hot weather in Australia, and especially around Queensland and things. You really do need to have your water. Make sure that you get one that's got a wide top on it. You can then go and get ice from the bar. You'll always find a bar open even early in the morning, and get it ice in it, and then just go and fill it up yourself from the water machines that are everywhere.
Don't put it straight under the water machine though.
You're not allowed to touch. You're not allowed to touch it.
It's just a matter of hygiene.
Yeah, becomes contaminated. And there are some of the buffet areas. on most of the cruise ships will have things like iced tea and soft juices. So if you don't like water like me, I hate water, I still take the water bottle and I take a little bit of the iced tea and stuff. As I say, you need to keep your fluids up just while you're queuing and things. On some of these cruise ships, they do not have laundry facilities for the passengers.
Yeah, we were quite surprised on the last one, weren't we? Yeah.
So you're not allowed to take, it's irons and...
Can't take irons, no.
Or steamers.
No, can't take steamers.
To use in your own cabin. If you really want your posh frock or your suit for formal to be ironed, you can use the pressing facility that they have from the laundry service.
The laundry service, yeah.
But that can be a little bit pricey. So if you just have some of your nice dresses, ladies, or gents, if you have
pricey. There has to be a cheaper alternative.
Yes. Or if you just have a few shirts that you haven't managed to keep it crease-free, we always take the crease spray. Crease release spray.
Crease release me, let me go.
Go on.
What?
Because you don't love me anymore.
Of course I do. Of course I do. Don't. Anyway, let's get on with the video.
The best way to use this spray is put the item on a hanger, spray it.
You could use the magnetic hooks that go on the ceiling.
You could, yeah. Hang it up, get your partner, somebody else, to hold the bottom of it and pull it out, and then get the hairdryer. All the rooms will have hairdryers, either in the bathroom or in the kind of vanishing top. They'll have one in the top there. And just very lightly blow using the hairdryer. Don't let it get too hot, it might burn the spray. And do that as you're pulling it, it'll take all the creases out. No effort whatsoever. And just, yeah, that'll do the job. Next thing we are whizzing through, tell us about the power banks. But tell us what a power bank is, because I didn't know what a power bank was.
Power bank, it's a mini battery. Well, it's not necessarily a mini battery, but it's a rechargeable battery pack. Comes in various sizes, so it lasts for different lengths of time. And you plug it into the USB sockets in your computer or into the cabins, or you can even plug it into like a phone charger socket, which charges it up a little bit faster, I guess. Anyway, so you use it to power or recharge your appliances, your phones, your iPads, all those sorts of things which will run on a battery. So I always have at least 2 of these. I use them for charging the camera batteries. Use them for if we're listening to or watching some videos around by the pool, and it's using up the battery on the iPad. I always have a couple of these, one on charge, one that I've got in the bag for plugging into the iPad or the phones. And they are in the middle of a Netflix binge, and your battery goes. Seriously, it's like, So yeah, a couple of these.
They're a must-have. They're a must-have, because my iPad often goes dead if I'm just lounging around outside, and
I have pretty much one of these with me all the time, and so much so that I actually forgot to include it in the last video. So Peter Solas pointed it out that he always takes one, and it reminded me. So thanks, Peter.
But we do, yeah. They will last. What did you say, about 8 charges?
Oh, this one's a 20,000 milliamp. I think it'll last about 8 charges of a phone.
I mean, that's just so worth packing and having. Where are we up to? Oh yes, okay. Yeah. So this is Robert's favourite.
I like this.
Yeah, go on then. You explain. This is his favourite.
This is a 5 trouser hanger. You put 5 pairs of trousers on. I think it comes from Kmart. They're only around about $5, something like that. So you get 5 pairs of trousers on the hanger in the wardrobe. So especially if there's 4 of you. Now, if there's 4 of you sharing a cabin, although there's plenty of storage space in the cabin, with 4 of you, it can be restricted. You can fill it up fairly easy, and that leads us on to another one in a minute. But so especially if there's 2 blokes in there,
and you don't have enough hangers, and most of the hangers are those ones that are like a suit hanger.
Oh, they're big. They're quite thick. So if you've got
you can't hang trousers on them.
But even with the ones that have, by the time you get 5 pair of pants on them, they're around about this. So this one, 5, and it doesn't leaves much more wardrobe space for your wife to put her dresses and stop them getting creased. So yeah, I love these. These are great. It's and they're metal, so they don't break. They're really strong. You put 5 pairs of trousers. And Alison loves just quick speed packing and speed unpacking. 5 pairs of trousers on this in the suitcase.
Yes,
fold over.
You put them on.
Yeah.
Then you put the whole thing in the case and fold it over once.
Take it out.
When you get out, you unfold. You put it in.
Yeah. Fantastic. Love those. Love those. Love those.
So much easier.
Yeah.
This is for this is especially useful if you are sharing a cabin, if there's kind of 4 of you, or if you have children with all their toys and bits and pieces. You one of the things about having the cabin nice, having it as a nice space to come back to, is, and it sounds awful.
They're fairly spacious, but you do have to make sure everything is in a place.
Everything has to be off the floor.
Yeah.
It can get cluttered so quickly in your cabin. As I say, especially if you are sharing. This is a wonderful thing to take. It seems quite bizarre, but it's very light. And this is...
Our kids have grown up and we'd sort of forgotten about these, but Sarah McIver suggested and told us that she always takes one of these. And we
always had the kids.
Yeah, we always used to have them. But since the kids are getting a bit older and don't come with us anymore.
And we had them when we used to go camping. These were a marvel.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
So they hang on the wardrobe.
You just hang them on the rail.
Little Velcro.
Up.
They cost about $10,
Something like $8-10.
They're
Again,
really quite
Kmart,
strong.
Target, that sort of...
And because, I love everything in cubes and bags, so I said if you've got kids or whatever, you put their socks or the smalls and things in one of these, you would put their little toys and all the bits and pieces they've got, keeps just stuffing them in bags and stuff them in the shelf like that. And then when they want their stuff, you just take the bag out and put it away. Just makes life so much easier. Yeah. Especially when you're going out for the day as well.
While we're on the subject, and somebody suggested this to us, that all these things that we're talking about here, which a lot of them come from like Kmart or Target or Amazon, is that we put links. So what we'll do is we'll put all of these things that we can remember where we got them from or where we can find where you can get them from. We'll put links in the comments, not in the comments, in the description. We'll put links in the description. So if you want to go and check them out, check them out.
have all these kind of things.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. IKEA, Amazon, Kmart, Target, they're pretty much our staples, pretty much our go-to.
Yeah, nothing's too expensive.
No, we don't do expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Too expensive. You just don't need to, do you? This is just to ding the bells in your head, either if you haven't cruised before or if you've done lots of cruising. This is just tips that make life a little bit easier and just to kind of give you a prompt when you're making your list.
That's true.
And a list maker.
All right, beautiful. Well, I think that's gone through everything. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching.
Yes.
And if you have watched this far, I'm hoping that you liked it. So hit the like button.
Please do subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Yeah. Hit the gym. Hit the dance floor. Hit
me.
Whatever you hit.
Rhythm stick.
Whatever you hit, just remember, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button if you want to see more of our videos.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us.
Take care and
look after yourselves.
be happy.
And we will see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Bye for now.
Oh.